My name is Stacey Marie Brown. I'm the author of Savage Land series, and this little guy, his name is Opie. He works in the prison. He's a brownie that likes to, well, he doesn't like to clean. That's the problem, is brownies are meant to clean. He's not a big fan, but he loves to get dressed. He loves fashion. He loves to find anything around him to become the best dressed brownie he can be. So my task today is to dress this little cute guy. So we're gonna ask him, because he's really the fashion designer, not me. Ooh, he likes the sponges though. So let's see, I think he needs a flower in his hair first. So this is gonna be a little Opie's flower. Needs a little flower in his hair. God, what is this? Well, he likes all kinds, and of course his favorite is using like whatever's around, so like mushrooms. He likes petals. I think he likes to make petal dresses. He'll use this as like a bodysuit. He loves bodysuits. But he's kind of somebody that will take whatever elements are around. So if it's in Kitty's, the whorehouse, or if he's in the prison, he'll take sponges and make bathing suits out of them. So brownies love sparkly. The inspiration behind them, when I was writing, I've always kind of done in all my series like a fun character that kind of lightens the mood. Like in my other series, like I have a narcoleptic ADD honey, a talking monkey. So they kind of came to me as I knew it was going to be dark, and I knew it was going to be really gut-wrenching, and I needed something to lighten. I wanted characters that help Rexley able to sustain and keep going in something like that. And I knew she needed kind of buddies in a place that was not friendly and everything wanted to kill her. So they kind of came to me, and again, they just evolve. I'm not somebody that really plans, or they kind of, as I write, they create themselves. So as I kept writing, I kept finding reasons to like, oh, what would they dress in? Like, what would be here? And like, okay, if they have to clean, it'd be sponges. So like I would take a sponge and I'm gonna have to rip that apart, but so he'd make a bra out of this, or he'd make, so it was like one of those, like, I always loved taking the elements of where I was. So like in Kenny's whorehouse, he has lots of leather and kind of that kind of stuff. So I enjoyed doing like leather chaps and, but he'd always make it a little risque. So he'd have like a little bra. I'm one of those, I don't plan anything. Everything's in my head. So I have nothing written down. So I just, as I go, that's why everything is movie in my head. My acting, directing background kind of has me doing that. Like it just kind of comes to me again, fully formed. We'll do like, he does better than me. I am not a fashion person.
So if Opie could be dressed by the famous designer, Vivienne Westwood,
yes, I think he'd like Vivienne because she's kind of really eccentric and crazy, and so he wouldn't want to be something. He'd want the very, the fashion runways that are like really crazy, that have like, they wear like baskets on their head. That'd be his kind of style. So kind of has sponges for boobs right now.
Aww.
So. Little glitter. We'll give him some real pants. I'm Warwick girl. Not that I don't love Killian. Believe me, I wouldn't mind going there too. But I think work is just my boy. Like I think when I created him, he was already the Jason Momoa in my head. And not everybody has to have that image, but I think I've always liked that kind of guy. Like I like the stoic, dark, brooding kind of guy. So I'd do Warwick, but that's just me.
And why Jason?
Why Jason?
What's the story behind it?
He's the kind of guy, like I've always been tall, and I like a guy that makes me feel tiny, and and meeting him, I've met him twice, and he is probably one of the most sincere, truest guys that you would ever meet. Like when I was there, he had a bunch of, like schoolgirls was selling cookies, and he bought them all and shared them with all of us in line. I mean, he was just one of those. He's very generous and sweet and outgoing. And all right, how do we feel about Opie here? We need more flowers in his hair. What do we feel? Bitsy, yes, no?
Yeah, it's great. How do you feel like if some like director would come to you and ask if they want like collaborate with you for the movie adaptation or TV series? Would you immediately cast Jason Momoa, or?
That to me would be very hard because Warwick's age is a little younger than Jason is currently, and like we'd have to get it done now. But yes, like he is that, so of course if he wanted to do that, I would love that. But at the same time, I'm also willing to look around and do casting for others. But yes, if Jason Momoa wants to act in Savage Lands, please come to me. So yeah, I mean, I see him as that, but that does not mean that is going to be the person that would end up playing him.
What's Opie's favorite color?
Opie would probably like something, I think pinks, purples, glitter. Like he likes something shiny. Yeah. Oops, he's losing his pants now. So we're gonna have to do maybe a tie on here. It's harder than I thought.
Tell us more about the parts that you have to like delete or you want to put in the books, but they told you that it's not like good, or you have some parts in your head that you want to put in next books.
Strangely, I don't really have those, and I know a lot of authors do, but because it's a movie, like if it deleted, it was never supposed to be in there. So I don't have any scenes that I deleted or I'm sad that didn't make it in. I'm pretty good at now at like, 39 books later to understand like, which way I'm going now with the book. I think if I did want more like in it, like I just wrote, I think that it's in part of one of the books that I did like all these little guys like to have their own little Christmas like story, and I think it's in the back of one of the books I have. So I'll write that as a side, but I don't think I have any scenes that I think they've all made it in what I wanted. I don't think he's happy with my design because he has even a little tussle in the back with fluff. Kind of glittery little sponge.
The pleasure things are the best.
And then a little moss spot.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't be a fashion designer. I'm sorry, Opie. He's like, let me do this. You cannot obviously be left.
Věděli jste, že nejdelší existující věta v knize je dlouhá přes 800 slov? Najdete ji v Bídnících od Viktora Iga. A já nevím jak vy, ale já bych usnula ještě před půlkou.